In this video, we're going to start with going over some more interesting examples of the inverse. So far I've gone through 3 examples. Let's call this example 4. So say, for example, I have f of x this time is equal to 3 minus 4x. And the question now is to find f inverse, but not of x, but of a specific number, and I'm going to put the number 1. So what this means is, first, we have to find the equation of the inverse function. We already know how to do that because we've done that in the past few examples. And once we found the equation of f inverse, then we're going to plug in the value of 1 for that. So let's do this step by step and figure out what this answer is supposed to be. So step 1 is really, we have to find f inverse of x first. And once we find that, then we can easily do f inverse of 1. So let's find f inverse of x first. So the first step, remember, in order to find the inverse, we have to rewrite this in terms of y and x. So y is equal to 3 minus 4x. Then we switch x and y, so x is equal to 3 minus 4y. Then we have to solve for y. So first we have to get rid of the 3 because it's a constant. So it's going to be x minus 3 is equal to negative 4y. And then we have to divide by negative 4 to isolate the y. Right? So then y is equal to x minus 3 divided by, oops, a little mistake on my part. Oh, let me just rewrite that. So y is equal to x minus 3 divided by negative 4. Remember, this is not our final answer because first we have to find f inverse of x. So I'm going to write this as f inverse of x is equal to x minus 3 divided by negative 4. Now, that's not what we want. What we're looking for is f inverse of 1, where the input is 1. In this case, what we have is f inverse where the input is x. So we're going to replace that x with the number 1. So if we replace this x with 1, it means we have to replace that x with 1 as well. So finally, our last step is f inverse of 1 is equal to, I'm going to replace that x with 1, so it's 1 minus 3 divided by negative 4. 1 minus 3, well, that's equal to negative 2, and then over negative 4. And if you observe, so it's negative 2 divided by negative 4. So a negative will become a positive. And 2 divided by 4, well, that's simply 1/2. And so our final answer is 1/2. So let's go over again how we can solve this problem. So this problem is a little bit different because this time I didn't ask you for f inverse of x, I asked you of f inverse with a specific input, which is 1. So in order to do this, first we have to figure out what f inverse is. So first, that's what we did. We figured out what f inverse was through our normal method, and we ended up here, where f inverse is equal to x minus 3 divided by negative 4. Then our last step was we're looking for f inverse of the input 1. So we're going to replace that x with the number 1. And if we replace that x with 1, we're going to have to replace that x with 1 as well. So that's why it became 1 minus 3 divided by negative 4, which is negative 2 divided by negative 4, which is half. And that's our final answer. I'll see you in the next example with the last example, which is a little bit more sophisticated than this. See you in the next video.